Good morning, my fellow Orbers. How are you? How are you? It's good to see you. Yes, I suppose. Happy 4th of July to the Americans. Check this out. On Canada Day, a gift to the Canadians, there was a balance update to Orb. Seen a lot of pain points around agromancy. Yeah. So real. Choices feel like they don't matter. Spam attributes to win. Like they're just these starting with some balance changes aimed at reducing the upfront tedium of agromancy. So I feel like we might already be through this, but we're not to ritual yet. So that's exciting. Resource splash no longer affects resource rarity. I don't know what that did, but that's okay. Attribute ranks now also increase the cost of the attribute ranks by 1.1. I don't know what that is either, but that's fine. Patch notes or spoilers? Yeah, but I also want to know if there's a balance thing. I might just not read the achievements if that makes sense, but that's fine. It's America Day, so you have to be nice to us. We did it for Canada Day. It's only fair. Okay, sorry about that, bud. Reduces the upfront cost and scaling of rituals and concepts. Sure. Adds 2 additional cheap discoveries for alchemy. Oh, that's exciting. Discovery choice RNG twitched. So one of the things that could happen in the game is you could get certain early spells really quickly, and that would just massively change the whole flow of your game, which is kind of a bummer. So it's nice that they've smoothed that out a little bit here. Agromancy. Let's read these. Growth time for all plants halved. Massive. Recovery time for forestry and herbs increased by 25%. Wow. Weaving time for all nodes cut down 1/3. Empty plot recovery time is slashed by 20 seconds. Wow. Void moss extract removed, replaced with destroy to avoid confusion. Oh, interesting. I guess they're all called destroy. Sure. Druidry levels reduced from 5x to 5.25x to 5x. Sure. Herbs and Craggy Spire. I don't know if I've reached those yet. Maybe all herbs or something else. Removed mastery from nodes that don't have multi-use actions. Sure. I'm going to not read a lot of these things. I'm not at rituals yet, so I'm not going to read that. Fruit trees are locked behind paper. Sure, whatever. Adds an early upgrade to scholarism that slightly increases attribute Q speed. Sure. Looking at the bug fixes agromancy not using the correct sizes in some cases. How would you even know? All right. Let's give it a shot. Good morning, Inkslayer. I randomly got a spell that splashed spatial resources. This included paper. So I had infinite paper early on with no need to craft it just by random chance. Yeah, I have that spell for what it's worth, but that's kind of unreal. Good morning, Elrad. Good morning, fellow Orbers. All right, so let's try and take a second here. It has been a couple of days since I last played this game. So I have no idea actually what I was working towards. So I guess the first thing we should do is we should take this second to look through all of our various spell areas and see if we can get some really cheap upgrades. So Conjurator, for example, costs trillions, and I'm in quadrillions. So let's spend a little bit of that, you know what I'm saying? I put 10 levels in, it cost nothing. This similarly looks dirt cheap. Great. Now, Dark Thistle has been mastered. Great. Concentration requires these new sigils. I have 1.8 million. This costs 4,000. Okay. Got a good feeling about this one. Sure. This might get us an easy level in wizardry experience as well. This costs hundreds of millions. I'm only at billions, so I'm not too eager to fire that one off. Cunning. Trillions and billions? Yeah. All right, let's go. I'm actually in... Oh, actually, my psi is a little bit low there. Let's not worry about that too much. Wizard's Aura. I'm in quintillions and quadrillions. This one's pretty good there. Witchcraft, millions and millions. Yes. This is going to give me additional hex resources. They call it witchcraft. 50 is a nice round number. Speaking of which, let's get a little bit of magicianery up there. Good morning, doodly-doo. How are you, my friend? I mean, looks like I can just get more of this, because, like, why not? There we go. We'll stop there. That'll spend too much otherwise. Let's keep going down the list here. This costs arcane. This costs trillions. I have 300 quadrillion. I think I can spend a little, you know? And then this costs quadrillions, and I'm at quintillions, and it costs billions. Let's get one more. 125 is a nice round number. And then finally, we have this shaper. Elemental shaper. I can get at least 2 points in this. Oh, interesting. This actually levels up my mana regen. That's kind of dope. Costs 50 quadrillion. I'm in quintillions. Okay. All right, you know what? Felt pretty good for Scholar. Millions and millions of peaches for you. I would love that. I wonder if I can get another point, another 5 in Focus Aura. I have 2 quadrillion. I need 5 of these. It's probably not enough. Would be my first assumption. But I do want more Psi, because, like, look at that. I'm only getting 2.7. Wait, sorry. Improved development. Oh, interesting. It only costs 5. I should go back to Magic and see if there's a free upgrade over there. No. All right. As we go through our queue, right? We want to go through the queue here. So what are you? You're mental and energetic. I guess if I want more of these resources. All right, give me a second here. I'm going to assume I need 3 quintillion if I want to click on this. Anything over here give me more mental? This gives me more mental. I don't think I have enough for this either. What if... Starting to come back, chat. Starting to come back. I wonder how much I get if I click on one of these. 147 quadrillion per second. Okay. Base mental. Are you mental? Magic elemental. Fascinating. Oh, happy Orb Day, everybody. Happy Orb Day. Hope you're having just a wonderful Orb Day, you know? Oh, right, it makes a resource upgrade cheaper. Oh, right. I forgot. I forgot the delightful little side effect of this. Yeah, let's make this cheap, one at a time. That's one way to do it, isn't it? What's up, Stiz? You made it to round 15 in Brotato. It's the furthest I've ever made it. Let's go, friend. I love that for you. Was my number super off? No, it was not. It's not getting any cheaper, is it? One day you shall beat it. It's such a good game. It's such a good game, Stiz. Good luck, my friend. Good luck and Godspeed. Looks like this number is really low as well. But I want to get more mental. I guess I can click on this as well. I only get billions of mana when I get the splash. Orb actually had 2 updates. The first update completely broke the game, but he patched it really quickly. That's exciting. I saw that there was an update on the 25th, but I had played on the 28th. So I kind of assumed that that didn't need as much. Or another, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Study mind. Let's go back actually to restorative learning. I think if I get more splash to this, I'll be pretty happy. Because I think I need it. All right, what I'm looking for here is to get intellect to 155, and then I want to get focus aura up to 185, and then I think I'll be done with this section. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see if I'm ever done with this section. Trying to get a loan to write a book on trigonometry, but I couldn't get anyone to co-sign. Tragic. I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. The numbers are getting even more and more fake. I could move into scientific notation, but I feel like these numbers are bigger. Right? Like if I have to guess what the letters stand for, doesn't that mean it's like the biggest number of them all? Wait, this is so cheap right now. So it gets me 60 billion. And I love how that's not even a drop in the bucket right now. Getting 60 billion mana out of this? Like, come on, man. Ooh, wait, I can actually, wait a second. I have a mana potion? Well, that's so bougie, isn't it? All right, I used it, didn't I? Drink another one. Drink another one. Why not? After all, why shouldn't you? It gives me trillions of mana per second. You're like, okay. What a useless number. I need 2 more levels of focus aura here. Maybe I could buy something else in the meantime. Like maybe if I buy enough of these, I'll get somewhere. Like this costs study harvesting. I mean, a lot of these don't matter. I guess I could try and get another level. Like why not, right? What letter do I have there? That's a billion. Okay, so I can't spend... Oh, that's millions. Never mind. Lamau. Okay, get that to a nice even 100. Very nice. If I get 5 more levels somewhere in here, I'm going to become very rich. Let's click on this. Let's click on this. Let's click on this. Click on this. We'll wait for the full discount, and then I just need 2 more levels in Focus Aura. I keep saying that like it's going to change something, and it just is not changing. I guess I can go to the workshop really quickly and just spend a bunch in upgrading my base skill capacity, because I'm capping rather aggressively here. Back to Scholar. Wait a second. I need 2.5 million sigils. Great. Are there any good options in alchemy? I'm not at alchemy yet. I haven't played in a long time, and to get my feet back under me and figure out where I am, I'm just going through all my categories one at a time to make sure I have a rough idea of what I'm looking at here. I can contemplate a new concept. That's very exciting. The study of nature. Oh, that's kind of hot. Or spatial learning. I'd have to get either scholar or expansion 1 level higher. After development. Oh, interesting. This is reflective. Reflective gives us space resource. This is reductive. It makes all my druidry cheaper. That's kind of hot. I think I like that. And then let's actually go to our loadout now. And we'll be back in a couple seconds here. Actually, if I can get up to level 5, that'd be kind of cool. Oh my god, look how fast we're learning. I'm learning so much about nature, chat. All right, there's one of them. And then the final level that I need, what do I need? Like 800, oh my god. 1 quintillion? Bro. Yeah, that's a totally real number that I believe in. Let's go back to our concepts here. Can I discover something else? No, that makes sense. Quintillion. I wonder if there's, wait, I can imbue occultic. Oh, that gives me more wizard levels? Yes, I would love to do that actually. Let's raise our spell output again. That'll actually help our spell discount. Spell book, unlock. Nope. Good talk. All right, we're back on Scholar. Nice. All right, we're at level 10 there. Good stuff. Oh, I mean, these are all real numbers, but they're super fake real numbers. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's quadrillion, quintillion, and then it gets stranger and stranger after that. I don't know if I believe it. 1.4 quintillion. We'll be there any second now. It's pretty cheap to get more infused mana. I'm gonna wait for this to be done, and then I might start slamming these buttons whenever they make themselves available. Oops, I spent my spell reduction bonus. Unlocks integration optimization. Interesting. I just need to get up to 405 quadrillion psi. All right, welcome to the world. We're going to go through anything I can learn. Yeah, let's go to dimensional first. And I'm sitting on 15 quintillion. I mean, all of these look about where I think they should be. I guess I could learn some more sorcery here. Oops. Hey, good morning, Shay. Orb, happy Orb to you, my friend. Hope you're having a wonderful Orb day. This is looking pretty good here. I don't want to spend knowledge, and these are too expensive. Let's go. Oh my god. I'm not going to click on this. Wait, actually, I will click on this for a second. I should harvest all of these. Give me the fruit, please. Scroll of learning. I don't click anymore. We just make this random. Actually, that's not true. I want to make sure that I have as many scrolls as possible. Imbue an attribute with additional power. If I put a second scroll of learning, does it make it... Does it upgrade it? No, it does not. Interesting. Oh, now I have to pick? Crap. Okay. Well, that just happened. Anyways, we're at World. We're at Agromancy. Let's harvest. Water Spring is just doing its thing. What does this cost me to harvest? It costs me control. Happy July Orpth. Thank you, Vergati. Make sure I've got that control coming back in. Is this the control button? It is. Purify Orb. All right, I feel like I'm starting to get my feet under me again. I couldn't quite remember what we were working towards, but that's okay. Born on the Orbith of July, Orpths of July. Now that is one of those classic American rock anthems that I can get behind. I feel like this is taking forever. Let's raise our druidry. Now we're cooking. Again? More! Kylo Ren screaming more gif. I don't have a lot of control. Fascinating. Well, those sure are taking forever still. Good, I guess. All right. Right. I wonder how I get more control cap. That's verdant. Starting to come back. It's all starting to come back, chat. It's all starting to come back. This seems very cheap. That wasn't what I was looking for. Was it alchemy that gave me more base control capacity? Trillions of water. Yeah. Now we're cooking. That costs trillions? Sure. Oh no, my water. Well, time to make some water, everybody. What's up, Wester Farmer? All right, let's go ahead and make myself 8 petrillion. I believe that's a very real number. The petrillion. Bunch more control. All right, so I was in World, I was in Agromancy, I was chopping all them trees. Please grow the world's thickest tree. What does this cost? Costs 56 quadrillion control. Lamau? Not a shot. 7 quadrillion. I can afford this. Let's chop both of these trees. Wow, goodbye. All right, so I probably want to go down to like 18 if I want to grow a tree, huh? 19? 2 quadrillion. Wait, I have 90. 11 quadrillion. I thought I was looking at control. Maybe I can do 21. Maybe they have changed these. 56. Let's go to 20. Let's get a level 20 tree growing over here, my friends. All my homies love trees. All right, anyways, I got dimensional done. Now we're moving over here. Once more bug splat, making millions of that a turn. Great, okay. So now in this area, Druidic attunement. This costs trillions. Yes. Give me more. Over here, this is costing quadrillions as well. Let's ignore that. This is only trillions. Just click on everything that I can level up, you know? This costs billions. I can get so much of this. How you doing, everybody? You excited for the weekend? Got any fancy plans? This is relatively cheap. Let's get it to 125 because it's a number that sparks joy. I want to put lots into Druidic Talisman. It gives me free trees. It also gets me base verdant per second, which is kind of dope. Uh-oh. I was too aggressive. I've spent all of my force bark, which I believe is it's one of these other categories. Gonna clean your apartment now that your desk is in place. Nice. Bevers, thank you so much for the 60. I missed it earlier. Cat Guys, thank you so much for the 59. Games with friends this evening, but mostly just avoiding the outside. That's legit. I play League. I love Discount Concrete. Are you watching MSI right now? I'm having so much fun watching MSI right now. You don't have to yuck your yum. League is great. Wait, why am I spending 1 billion water per second? Whatever, doesn't matter. Quick little workout before a cookout. Nice. Nice. All right, let's switch over to you so I can get this Druidic Talisman for cheaper. Just working this weekend? You got 4 legendary skins in a row. Glad to hear that, friend. Just working this weekend. All right, while we're waiting, let's get this wellspring going. Oh, maybe that'll fix my water issue. I'm currently at a deficit of 7 billion per second. Is this doing anything? No, not even a rounding error. Oh, that gives me natural. Wellspring is the one I thought. Hold on, let's click on that again. Oh, it's doing a little bit. It's changing like tens, if not hundreds of millions. Hey, what's up, Scarble? All right. Can I get the bark cost low enough that I can buy another one? 135? Nice. All right, we're making trees, y'all. We're making trees. I should max out. Oh god, that costs so much capability. Apparently my skill will never be maxed out, but that's fine. All right, we're in Druidry still. We're looking at the other categories. Is there anything I want to spend here? I guess I could spend some vigor. No. No. I simply will not. Make my herbs bigger. I don't know who herb is or why they're so big, but I like it. I can also make my abundance bigger too. Cool. I want to get this to 75. Very nice. So that was giving me blooming resources. Sure. And then let's get forage to 50. If I can. I don't like that this spark always covers these numbers, but here we are. All right. Very good. Very good. Very good. I feel like we did a good job in world. Welcome to the workshop. I want to spend some skill because I'm capping on skill. It looks like the answer is going to be craftsmanship. Can I put 2 points into engineering? Not really. And by 2, I meant 10. I guess I can if I do this now. Nice. I got a wife guy has the server because I can sometimes looking for the sun. Somebody please help. Snurge is having a stroke. All right, that's all looking good. This is super cheap. I think I need to save organic though. I don't want to spend that. Efficient collection though. Now we're cooking. Costs trillions of paper and yeah, sure. Hey, good morning, Dogma. Happy orb to you, my friend. It's great to see you. All right, that's all looking beautiful. Now, somewhere down here, I want to avoid all the fortification stuff because I haven't actually done much of that. Somewhere down here. Actually, I could do wood beams. That's kind of cheap. It's only costing thousands. Sure. Great. Which is the one that's resin capacity? I don't care. No, I care a little bit. Let's get some more of that. Good, good, good. One of these was making me... Maybe it was in this category. Maybe it was in this category. Oh, there it is. That's how I get more. Yes. Let's get 10 more levels in the force totem so I get more production of stripped bark per second. Nice. How the aggro changes so far? I don't know, because I haven't done a lot of it. Also, I just realized I missed all of these books, and these books are so powerful. So let's fix that. Because like I'm just sitting on a gold mine of paper and stuff right now, right? So this costs paper and this costs knowledge. And those are two things I'm very rich in. This is more storage, which I don't really need a ton of, but it's nice to click on every now and then just to feel something. Well, that's control per second. Oh. This side is normally cap and this side is normally production, so it's interesting that that's swapped on us. Can I make a bunch of these? I sure can. Didn't even give me a rounding error in my psi production. That's disappointing. $2 billion. I got a couple billion down there. Hit over on this side. Okay, this area's feeling okay. Could technically level up a couple more things, but the resources that I don't just like constantly refill, I have a tendency to try and baby a little bit more. Actually, never mind. I'm gonna make more trees. Absolutely, I'm gonna make more trees. I might even be able to get another point in construction experience up here. This is kind of shockingly slow. I could get more charger as well. Oh, that cost me a lot pretty quickly. Sure, you know, let's get a little bit of static going. Why not? Hey, good morning, Blue. How are you, friend? You know what, actually, while we're here, let's go back and take a look at all of our electric abilities. That's good stuff there. Oh, right, Echo Mage. Gonna be honest, I'd forgotten about Echo Mage. Under Scholars, or anything here that cares about Zap? Study Magic. Let's go to the World. Let's go to Dimensional. The Urn of Urns. The King of Kings. Oh, interesting. It's a little bit more expensive than I thought it was. The Surge of Surges. Yep. That's what they say. It's actually kind of wild. Where's my Storm Reserve? Let's get more points in this, because it looks like this number keeps going up. Like, look at that. All right. We're now here in Druidry. Any of these cost Zappity? Nope. The Workshop, anything here costs Zappity? I mean, I guess this is still pretty Zappity. I spent all my logs. How is that possible? Oh, it's good to be back. It's good to be back orbing, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Hope the orb is sparking as much joy for you as it is for me. All right, I feel like that's most of the electric ones I was interested in. I do have a round number I need to fix somewhere now. Give me a second. I have a very important question from a friend. Hey, Jojo, can you do me a favor? Could you hop onto the Loading Ready Run Slack and send James our coffee map of Iceland? When a buddy sends out a message asking for coffee recommendations, it's time to strike. 500 trillion log. More like nice land, am I right? Nice. Nice. Bear, 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 bear. All right, just give me a second. I want to make this a nice round number 2, and it gets us another construction point. How you doing, Fjord? You having bacon and eggs for lunch? Ooh. Wait, this number got lower? Hold on, that should be illegal. I mean, I can't imagine much has changed in the 2 years since I've been there. Turner calls for aid. Send the light the bean signal. This seems pretty cheap. I'm going to click on this as well. There we go. We've ticked over the limit. Okay, we're in the money range now. No, no dark roast. No dark roast. Never dark roast. Okay, let's get a little bit of the old zappity going. Oh, interesting. It pauses the game while you bring that up. No. Just took that long. Fascinating. All right. Let's grab a little bit of the old zappity. That's not the right one. There it is. All right. And finally, we're in alchemy. Hydro aura. Oh no. This is not an even number. Or a numeral of 5. Numeral is the wrong word. Okay, so I want quadrillions of scrolls, gross, and I want billions of flour. That's also kind of gross. This botany ability is pretty cheap. I can get more of this. What's up, Mercurial Vox? You're on to my 3rd orb, like new game +3. That's wild if true. Let's get this up to 125. New game ++. Good for you. I took a big orb break. I took a very big orb break. And that's okay. Hold on. I'm at negative 10 billion water now. How did that happen? I thought I was supposed to be making things cheaper. Out of the way, please. All right, let's just go ahead and cap that. Did I raise the level of something that uses water? Oh, absolutely. It's in my alchemy. I've been leveling stuff up, right? Yeah, negative 45 billion per second. All right. Now that I have a basic understanding of what it is that I'm working towards everywhere. Is there anything I want to learn here? Let's learn some new recipes really quick. I've learned, I don't really care about potions. This is also relatively cheap. It does not spark joy. All right. Let's take a look at our big goals. Our big goals are going to be the things that are written on the side. Ooh, speaking of which, I can imbue some amber over here. It's going to give me more primal effects. Primal meaning zappities. Love the zappity. Let's go over to Scholar. I want to be making more of these dense concepts. I want to be making more of the goo. Need 500 billion. I'm making 200 million per second. That's fine. I want to be making more of the sigils. Let's actually try dimensional crafting. So crafting dimensional requires that I get a whole bunch of... Oh, interesting. I use... Yes, okay. That's fine. I can just go straight to the sigil right now. Let's get my hammer out. Let's just make sure this is correct. This is a... Sigils are hexed and building. It's only making me 50,000 per. That's spooky. Could I get there? You know what? I might actually be able to hit 2.36 million off of how many we're making per second here. Yes! That's massive, actually. I love that. I'll see if I can get more knowledge cap. I believe that's through here. Oh, what was I holding this for? Right. I needed 300 quadrillion. So I'm a little bit nervous to increase. You know what? This is a drop in the bucket. It wasn't a announcer's voice. It was in fact not a drop in the bucket. All right, dimensional crafting. Learn how to bind sigils to a vast amount of space, condensing the space into a dimensional core. Oh no, this requires trillions of occult essence, one-dimensional core. Well, that's not good. Did I unlock anything else new out in these sections? I wish this game had a giant arrow that was like, boop, boo, and it pointed at brand new things when I got them. You know what I mean? All right, Thaumic Scrolls are parchment and magic. So I want something that gives me a magic bonus. I believe that was this one. So that's good-ish, good-ish. Let's make a couple quadrillion of these scrolls, and then I'll also go into and try and make a bajillion of these alchemic scrolls, which are parchment in essence. Today's coffee is a washed Sidra from Ecuador, from Humongous Coffee Roasters. Very light and very fruity. Oh my goodness, Dugma, we're drinking a coffee from a New Zealand roaster, and it's a co-ferment, which I'm of mixed opinion of, but it tastes heavily of rose, which is always very exciting. Let's level all of our spells here. Oh, I should go back to lightning channeling so that I can level all of these up. What do these cost? This costs knowledge. Oh. Yeah, I kind of accidentally drained a bunch of my knowledge again, didn't I? That's fine. All right, anyways, I'm in the workshop. I'm making stuff. And that's all fine. We got scrolls for days here. Let's go back to the world. Let's go back to agromancy. Let's collect another treasure tree here. What treasure did I get this time? I got a scroll of advancement. I get 6 free levels on something. I want to get more of this, which means I want more essence. Yeah, good stuff. This treasure tree is getting a little bit interesting. With high fermented beans, I'm always unsure if the sourness is due to the fermentation and intended or if I was just bad at making the coffee. On high level coffee these days, if it's heavily fermented, it's almost certainly deliberate. Like that big funkiness, that is something that somebody put a lot of time and effort into making happen. You should make coffee. I actually had my first good night's sleep in a very long time last night. I would drink coffee for joy, but not out of necessity. Some mornings it's a necessity. All right, I need to plant so many trees, y'all. All right, 22. 22 seems to be about what I can handle. Heck yeah, yeah. Love to sleep. God. Who out there is sleep maxing? Go down to 20. 20 is about what it costs me to maximize trees. Actually, I might need to shape another land here. Maybe I need to shape 2 lands. 1 more land? I think I need to shape 1 more land. I'm just looking at the negative 40 billion water I'm making right now. Maybe I don't care. Maybe billions. How long? Hold on. How long until empty? Empty in 10 hours. Okay, you know what? Turns out I changed my mind. I don't care. Just build a bunch of trees, shall we? Isn't sleep maxing narcolepsy? You know? Who could say? Truly, who could say? Why is my orb so empty? Because my mana regen is... my mana regen's been slacking compared to my capacity. I can hold 276 quintillion, but I'm only making 2.5 quadrillion per second, which means I'm at, what is that, 0.1% per second? It's a lot of seconds, especially when I'm draining it constantly, right? Isn't sleep maxing also depression? All right, hey now, chat. Comprendo and thank you. Yeah, no worries. You can't be sad when you're asleep. Tell that to my dreams. The new trees are so much faster. This is actually kind of unreal how quickly plot refresh is happening. This makes me happy. This makes Surge happy. Makes me very happy, actually. Wow. Yeah, energizing these new trees. I was able to raise my druidry to a significantly higher level and still get like the intended outcome. So that's pretty dope. Except for this. What's wrong here? Oh, I don't have any control. Be cool if there's a way to level up water. This is giving me water per second. Like, this feels almost useless. What's up, SRAB? How you doing, buddy? All right, I need to get more imbuing, which is going to cost me, ironically, it's going to cost me more occult hex. I need to hex max. Is that in the workshop under crafting, under workshop? Where was my hex maxing coming from? It's over here. Hex gained. Okay, I should spend some more points over here. Are these both hexes? They are. They're hex in essence. Okay. Interesting. This doesn't actually help me. I'm gonna click on it anyways. What about dark transfusions? Oh, infusion power gets me more occult. Okay, that's good. And it is in the... Yeah. Yeah. Marple lets you see the size of your plots now. That is good. Where? Oh, plot 1, plot 2, plot 3. So I have 3 of them, and one of them is 300 times the size of the first. So like, how do I even get rid of those? If I wanted to destroy one, can I pick which one I'm destroying? Dear advertisers, this streamer's influenced me to buy like 5 games so far. Glad you're having fun. All right. Hopefully it picks the smallest one. You know what? Let's do a test, shall we? I have plot 1, plot 2, plot 3, 1 million, 2 million, and 300 million. It did get rid of the smallest one. Let's see what happens now. 50-50. Oh my god, that's actually kind of huge. And now, will I know what size it is? Size 90 million. Size 100 million. Size 200 million. How did I get a bigger one before? I didn't even have Druidry that large unlocked previously. $110 quintillion. Weird. Spellbook, spells, level all. Agromancy. I want to try another big water one just because I'm so water poor, right? I think size is influenced by each action, i.e. shape earth makes it big and then the spring makes it bigger. I mean, we'll see, right? Because like based on this preview, it's supposed to be 277 big. And then when it actually gets done, we'll figure it out. That little bit of transparency does help a little, but it still feels like the most hand-wavium of any section this game has had so far, right? Like just ridiculous amounts of hand-wavium. What are we watching on the old orb tonight? What's up, Dark Archer? Well, little Timmy fell down the orb. I'm capping on a bunch of stuff, so I'm just going to try and spend it where I can. Sorry, this costs how much? What? How do I get my knowledge cap up? Oh, through mentality. And again, I don't want to spend that. That's really frustrating. Through books then. That also costs knowledge. Stop. I can spend this one. There we go. Buffs active can also affect the size, not just the plot size, affecting the buffs, I think. I was looping trees near the end of my first playthrough, and depending on how I was juicing my mana, the plot size would be different. I just... Why? I just want to know why. All right, so now I need to aquify this. Oh, so we have the plot size. This is going to cost me quadrillions. No, I can't do that. Trillions? No, can't do that. Nope. Nope. Sure. On the plus side, hitting these massive amounts of thaumaturgy off of dense expansion has been kind of cool. Level up a bunch of spells again. Go to the world. Click on a bunch of these again. My urn of urns. I hear you like urns. I appreciate those who can do these types of games. I love strategy, but I cap out at like 5 resources you can keep track of at once. Oh, it's very kind of you to think I'm keeping track of these resources. Yo, dog, I heard you like urns, so I put urns inside of your urns. All right, let's hit another massive jackpot here. New patch significantly lowered the downtime of agromancy. Yeah, huge, right? So huge. All right. Are you done? How long am I going to be stuck waiting for this? Sorry. Oh, one more second. All right, so I went through this whole effort to try and make a bigger water plot, and I got... It's 3 times the size. Originally said it was going to be 285. Now it's big. Chat, I don't understand, man. I'm so tired. I mean, that's good. I turned 2 plots that were 1 million and 2 million each into one that was just shy of 1 billion. I guess. Okay, make my spells bigger. Holding a spell yield double instead of pressing it? What? Is that answering a question I asked? What's happening? I haven't unlocked charging. I don't like the idea of charging. I like my spells to just do something when I click on the button. Oh, that's why I'm out of control. I understand. I need to get more control somehow. I think control comes from alchemy, is that correct? That's control capacity. Well, there goes all my control again. Does this do anything? No, I just put 10 levels into it and that number hasn't changed. Is control a... It is an essence, but I don't want to spend these resources. I mean, I guess I got to spend them to make them, right? Control generation is one of the books in the workshop. Right, yes. Thank you. That's you. And I can make a lot of those. Oh, God. That number didn't change. Well, that's depressing. I might have to turn this down a little. Depressing. $20? Am I just a minus 20 gamer? It might be. That's a number that I can handle. Oh. All right. Here's something else I can look into. I haven't been spending these points in a very long time, and let's see if I can increase my... I want hex. I want hex. I want essence. Is Druidry hex or essence? Natural resources. It gets me more flowers and stuff. That's not terrible. Druidic talisman. Okay. Expert expansion. I mean, more plots is kind of like more stuff. I guess it could also be more alchemy. Ooh, base essence resources. Now we're cooking. Okay. Let's put a lot of points into here. Oh, this is so cheap. I'm gonna put 5 more points into alchemy, chat, because it feels like that's the big bottleneck I have right now. And I think I'm gonna put the last one into scholar. Because I am worried about how long it's taking me to get more psi. Great. Now, in technology. Do I care about runes yet? Not really. Alchemy drain cost goes down by 30%. I'm looking at you, 43 billion. Let's see. Negative 43 billion turns into... For a while, Thunderclap would instantly fill up my psi, and then I did something to increase my capacity. Now, it's not that impressive. Yeah, I'm very rarely capping on resources anymore, and that makes me sad. All right, let's see. Negative 43 billion becomes... Negative 30 billion. Huge. Huge. All right, we're in innovations now. Overgrowth makes plants take longer. No, thank you. Rest maxing. Or alchemy capacity. No. Dual wield conductors. I don't think I care. Improves your metabolism. It gets me more toxicity. No. Weave even greater. Reduces my plot cost, which is kind of huge. But before I click on that, let's take a look at everything else. You know what? Let's take greater discovery. Just more options when I look at stuff seems kind of cool. Check to see if you get more concepts. I did at the top of the stream, and it was like, it was quadrillions more before the next one, but I had checked. Mental resting rate. Mental resources go up even faster. I kind of like rest maxing because there are times where I'm just waiting for stuff to go up, and I think that makes me happier in the long run. That means I could put another point up here. What does that cost me? 1 and 1. Let's wait. Improved soil. I don't know what that means. Oh, I need to click here. Weave speed, 10% all plot special. What does that mean? Just more 10% yield? Sure. Improving your rest stats maximizes your bathroom. Yup. Bulk. I don't actually mind this, but I don't necessarily need it. Increases your max druidry level and generates a random treasure. You know what? Sure. Or maybe not. I only have one more point here. Yeah, I'm not taking charge spells. That makes me unhappy. Alchemical advancements. Ooh, unlocks enchant. Ooh, and more. Oh, ooh. Alchemic glyphs. Should have looked at the cost before I clicked on it, but you know what? We're fine. So now... Oh. Enchant transmutations. Improves transmutations. $90 billion if I want another thing? Sure. If this gives me another potion, I'm going to be extremely unhappy. All right, now we're talking. Enchant natural. This is a massive modifier. Wow. So, enchant natural here. The problem is I kind of feel like I need to be making more amber. I need to be making more green goo. And I need to be making more occult essence. Oh wait, I'm at 700 billion. Oh, there we go. I can finally imbue organic. That just gets me more druidry. I don't think I need it for anything else though, so that's fine. I left orb running overnight for materials to build up. But I'm in that weird spot where I have to manually grow my alchemy materials. Tragic. All right, what am I trying to max right now? Do I need all of that amber? I don't think I kind of do. But neither of these are big unlocks. I guess I'm waiting for dense concepts. It looks like the thing I really want to maximize is actually... It looks like I want to be psi-maxing right now. Are you mental? You are mental. Okay. Okay. Please hold. You thought I was insulting somebody for a second? Yeah, no. You know what? Whatever. Give me a random prize. You know what else? I kind of want to do this. I kind of want to convert these 4 points into more orbs. And I'm going to put all those orbs into Psi, into Scholar. Shoot. Research. Expert. There we go. Where's my Scholar? I'm so tired of not having brain. Right? This should give me, let's see. This is 25 trillion per second. $29 trillion per second. That's 40%. Now I'm at 33 trillion per second. I think this is worth. Feels a little bit bad that the number went down, but you know. All right, we're now at 38 trillion per second. I was at what, 29 before? What do you think, chat? How do I think max? How do I make this as big as possible? I want to get things that also give me boosts to energetic, I guess. Because I need to get this to 360, right? At which point we get to unlock integration optimization. That's the first thing I've seen that lets me unlock something in a very long time. What else can I put there? Effectively nothing. Great. I guess if all I do is click on these numbers for a little bit for mental, it'll give me both more mana and it'll give me more focus, and I'll let focus go up, and that's okay. If I click on this, does it give me focus? It kind of does. Oh, it gets me a quadrillion each time. Oh. Well, that's cool. All right, well, while I'm doing all this stuff, chat, keep me company. Oh, I'm capping on amber, so I can actually go to my alchemy and I can change this now. I want one that doesn't have amber. This is just making me the goo. Great. I can make more of that, couldn't I? What does it take for this? Is there any way I can get more nature? Eat more trees. If I eat more trees, I can also get more goo. Yeah, this is great. Now I'm making billions of this per second. Yeah. And my water consumption, oh, it went up. It's actually 159 billion per second. Yeah, okay. From good novel to horrid and AI written. Sorry, what's the context? You know what? I'm actually feeling pretty positive about how quickly this number is going up now. Does this get affected by the discount as well? No, it does not. Okay. A little too strong otherwise, you know? Resource quality will affect it. Interesting. Oh my god, it echoed. Let's go. Oh. All right, I'm sitting at 600 billion amber. Maybe something over here will make me happy. But I don't spend amber in this category. Is it under... Who wants my amber? I guess I could go talk to my trees in the meantime. I get another gift. Can I put any of these on Scholar? No. I guess this is a mental resource gained. I guess I could put them over here. And that does, like, something, I guess. New concepts, discover, nothing. Advanced nature got pretty huge here. Oh, this reduces scholar costs. Never mind. Forage is plot stuff. That doesn't help me. I guess anything that also expands energetic is good. Generator resources? No. Oh, that is doing a massive upgrade. Nice. Let's go, Surge. I need 4 more. Let's go to crafting really quickly here. And let's go to the magic crafting. Great. Oh, that's happening. Oh my god, everything is capped everywhere. That means I could probably go to my spell book. Very nice. I guess under dimensional world? Yeah. Wait. No, it's not an even number again. Ah, curses. How could I do this exactly to myself? All right, we're watching this number go up. We're watching this number go up. It's incredible stuff. Riveting content. Consider me riveted. Right, I require trillions. To make one, I need trillions? I gotta be able to make that cheaper, right? I guess it's under engineering. Being riveted hurts. I don't recommend it unless I'm a steel beam. Can't believe you're trying to tell me I'm not a steel beam. Does resource quality reduces the amount of resource spent when using that resource? Okay. Wait, that costs psi though, and I don't want to spend psi. Dang it. Wait, I have an off number again. Oh, right. Stupid capability. Back to Scholar. I got distracted. Happens to the best of us. Oh no, it echoed. I could enable the button that lets me disable a charge spell when I hit it a second time. But where's the joy in that? You know? Give me a second. I have to make nice round numbers again. Oh. Good day. Good, fun day, my friends. Some of these costs are getting just ludicrous. All right, I'll come back for you later. What do you want from me? Nothing. What do you want from me? You want to try and level up my spells again. What about you? 200 trillion, sure. This is the one, chat. This is the one I need to lock in on. It's really interesting where the friction points come in this game, you know? Do I want more of these wooden supports? What happens if I click on this? Hey, what's up, Frame Shifty? Good Orban? Heck yeah. You know what? I haven't made wooden supports in so long. Why not? I'm making trillions of them? That seems good. All right, I'm capping on literally everything. There we go. Right, this stupid number again. Oh, that all went away. Sure. I lost my nice round numbers again. They're back. All right. Now that I am totally not distracted. No, I'm still capping on everything. Ah! This is just a game of constant distractions, eh? At no point will I ever be free of this. I mean, I guess the good news is, remember a while ago when I was like, man, no, I don't want to spend there. I don't want to spend there because I don't want to spend the resources. Oof, maybe I'll spend a little bit. I'll spend a little bit. Why not? I just want to stop capping. There. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're so back. Isn't it beautiful? So now, with some confidence, if I go to the price reduction, we're getting so close to that 360, by the way. Through all my weirdness. We've done something. I believe when this started, wasn't I at like, oh my God, I've done a massive job of raising this number actually, and I'm proud of myself. I mean, I am getting the multiplier right now, but we were at like 20 trillion per second, and now we're at 70. Come on, that's not bad. I'm going to be able to unlock dense concepts, and unlike the other things I've clicked on, this is going to change everything. This is going to change everything, chat. We're going to click on this, and we're going to be so proud. I've done it. I've done it. I click on dense concepts. Okay, integration optimization. Oh, the other concepts are fun to click on. All right, fine. All right, optimization. Negative concept drain requires expert scholar 12. Really? What is concept drain? Oh, right. That's for research. That's for concepts loadout. Yes. Interesting. I was trying to make this all cheaper. What's my worst one now? Analyze space. Ooh, analyze essence is actually massive. Level 15, yes. What's that costing me? It's costing me knowledge, and it's costing me control. That's fine. Good. All right, other things I want to do. Integration. Concept time required. Oh, this lets me level it up even faster. Sure. This wasn't the slam dunk upgrade that I thought it was, chat. Like, it's fine, but like, whatever, you know? Concept drain is fine, I guess. Do I need skill per second? It's only giving me billions. That doesn't spark joy. I could finally do it. I could finally do it. I could get these numbers to nice even numbers. Oh my god, it happened. And I get another point in Artificer? Huge. Okay. Okay. Man. So I guess the next goal I have is to somehow craft a dimensional core. And to do that, I need to get more occult hex. I basically need to get 8x what I'm currently sitting on. Oh my goodness, I'm out of sigils. I'm out of redwood. All right. Pause everything we're doing. And let's get some more trees going, shall we? Let's get another treasure. Okay, the treasures need to go into everything that involves the words hex and essence. Played for 22 hours and you're still so far ahead of me. So how long is this play? How long is this one? This play is, 23 hours. Well, I mean, in my defense, I did play through the early game a couple of times, right? Skill issue. Look, I tried so hard not to make it about that. It's interesting that I can only hold 2 potions, but I guess, I don't know. I guess maybe potions are bad now. More like scale issue? Dang. Biotic capacity, I need more. Actually, I might be 16 trillion for the goop. Okay. How do I produce more of the occultic? Requires more extract mage bloom. Okay. So now we're producing 1 billion per second. Ah, we're losing mega wood. Okay, I need to make more logs. That's fair. And that came through... This is a clear direction. That came through alchemy, is that correct? Druidry, is that correct? Costs trees. Okay. Okay. So let's go to alchemy. This is going to make me wood, and it's going to make me other stuff. And that's going to allow me trillions per second. That's going to allow me to supercharge my wood production. I can't actually do that much because I'm bottlenecked by 4 spark. And 4 spark requires the force totem. So one thing at a time. First, you make it the bark. Then you make it the tree. I don't know why I got so Italian as I was saying that. So we're making super wood, and now we're making super amber, and I'm going to try to use all of these to just minimize the cost of this until we can basically maximize it as much as possible. I'm kind of down with that. I'm really taking advantage of these make everything cheaper books, eh? Okay, we upped our cap on everything. I'm also trying to increase my my mana production all the time. It's important to remember that I'm a professional gamer. God, you'd really think I'd be better at it at this point if that was true. This is pretty free right now. Where am I not even numbers? Oh, right. Literally the 4 spark thing. Remember that whole thing I was just talking about? Funny that. I really wish these numbers didn't cover up the bottom thing here. That's another weird little frustration point I'm having. I just want to see what the costs are. Bonus to dismantle drain. You can mute the announcements? Oh my god, how? Click the icons. What? Oh, but they have to be not loading. I mean, I kind of have to wait. Fascinating. Thank you for that. That's huge. All right, we click here. And now that I've put so many more points into this, we go to Artificer. Nope. We go to Alchem. Nope. We go to Druidry. Yep. And we do the same thing over here. We want to get 10 levels into this. Thank you very much, friends. Who knew? If only there was any way to know. All right, I want to get this to 145, and then hopefully that starts making me enough wood that I could switch over the type of alchemy I'm doing. I guess I could also be spending more. That seems huge for me. This seems like it gets me more force summon effect, which gets me more force spark. Surge may be a lot better, but at least I can read. Let's not say anything that can't be proven in front of a court of law, all right? We don't know that you can read. This is so free right now. Oh my god, I'm just making so much amber that I can just spend it, not care. Oh no. I somehow spent all of my frames. God, these get so expensive so fast. Yeah, these are all free now. Nice, because we got a pretty big upgrade. It's like very easy for us to go through and just sort of reinforce a couple of areas now. I love this. I love this for me. Oh, reduces my drain cost. Nice. Huge. Okay. Workshop. Force totem. I think that's good. So now I wanted to go to World Druidry. And keep working this number up to 145. While we're working on that, we're up to 36 trillion of it now. Oh, I'm so happy. I can maybe even get like the usual +5 right now, but I'm going to keep taking my discount, you know? Take the W where you can. Oh! I wonder how much time I lost on making the goo. All right, that feels pretty good. Alchemist, Druidry, Alchemy. Now, change this back to the one which makes me the green goo and the pink goo. So this is still costing me 4 trillion trees per second. How long until it's empty? That's 12 hours. Okay, how long until water is empty? That's 8 hours. And how long until Mage Bloom is empty? That's also 8 hours. Great. And I'm aiming for... Maybe I could learn Tempered, actually, next. Maybe I can make quadrillions of these scrolls. Off to a barbecue? Happy 4th, friend. Happy birthday, America. Hope you have a lovely day today. Happy American Canada Day. Yep. This makes my cantrips even more powerful? Sure. Just keep clicking on free things. Oh, interesting. My thaumaturgy is going way down. This should be relatively free to level up a couple of times. And it does seem to be fixing the spell. I'm going to keep clicking on things that I don't think matter. Nice. Some more levels there. This is... I need 4 quintillion, so no new glyph. 20 quintillion, definitely no new spell. I could raise my spell output. Scholar, let's take a look at our concepts. Anything to discover? 3 quintillion. Nope, a little bit of ways from that. Purchasing an attribute gets you a small amount of all building resources. I mean, the fact that I might be able to get some wooden supports out of here is kind of dope. I love when I click on something and my capacity suddenly several orders of magnitude for some reason. I try and take a second to actually like read what I'm clicking on just so I don't get that surprise, but I get it, friend. Oh, unlocks electric. Learn how to manipulate alchemical energy, allowing you to create and dismantle. Okay. Huge. Maybe we finally found something new, chat. We've unlocked electric. Great. Look for the zeros somewhere, right? Sorry, let's get this to 100 as well. Actually, I have millions of these. I could also put more points into both of these. All right. Get some more optimization. What's up, Seth? How are you, friend? Sorry, this is cheap. I don't care. Wait. That's not a nice round number. Please hold. My poor brain. Happy 4th. Thank you. As a Canadian, I've learned that your joy is my joy. Oh, it's up here. Learn. Alchemize. There we go. Sorry, that came out more snarky than it meant to be. Channel spark. I have electric capacity now. Transmute life. I don't know if any of those were new in a way that is meaningful. Dang it, man. All right, I think my next goal is going to be tempered, chat. So let's take a quick bio break here, and then when I come back, it's time to get into crafting, specifically these scrolls. Actually, why don't I just literally do this right now while I pee? I believe I want this one. All right, show me quadrillions. I'll be right back, friends. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Give it about 30 seconds. Okay, I have trillions. Is that a good number? We'll find out. How are my orbs? They're doing okay, you know? The resting energy is helping. Ugh. Oh no. I just realized I'm at a wood deficit still, despite everything that I've done. Oh wait, I knew that. I think I just didn't care. Right. Alrighty. Oh no. I need quadrillions of scrolls and I have trillions of scrolls? Oh my goodness. Where did I go wrong? What limited me? Probably the wood. Well, that's really bad. And so when I clicked on that, I got trillions. So I need a multiplier. I need a multiplier for essence and parchment. Crap. Well. That's unfortunate. I feel like, oops, shoot. I feel like if that's where I'm going, then I'm going about it the wrong way. You know what I mean? What do I do about this? How's my orb doing? It's very sick. Please. My orb. Electric capacity. I wonder which one of these takes electric. This does. If I need more verdant. I don't really feel like I need verdant, though. Chat, what do you recommend for more of these scrolls? How do I get more alchemic scrolls? I have an attribute that popped up that buffs another attribute I want, but I can't find it yet. Yeah. Crafting power? Yeah. Probably. At the top of Artificer. I mean, I guess lowering the cost is kind of huge as well, right? Like, I could try and brute force it, right? Which kind of sounds miserable, but that is an option, certainly. So trying to bring my costs down. The other thing I'm looking at, yeah, if I want to make one-dimensional core, these are the other things I'm working towards, right? Dimensional core or quadrillions of alchemic scrolls. Both of which are horrifying concepts to have to get to a bajillion of, right? I guess more crafting speed isn't going to be terrible. Do I have spells that boost it? I do a little bit, but like not in a way that makes that like any meaningful difference. You know what I mean? You're on New Game Plus? Yeah, I got somebody in chat who's on New Game Plus Plus. It's interesting how big of a wall you can hit right now, right? That's building resource quality. Oh, more parchment rate's going to be massive. Massive, massive, massive over here with efficient collection. So that's more parchment. Big. How and when does this end? I don't know yet, and I don't want to get spoiled. So let's try not to just like be like, oh, you do X. But there is a known end to this game at some point. Presumably at some point you recreate the universe. Yeah, please don't spoil it. Literally just said, please don't spoil it. Yeah, remember the part where I was like, homie, I haven't been there. Thank you, mods. Sorry. Thank you for catching that before I got spoiled. All right, let's just level up all this stuff. I guess I could try and make some more wood beams in the meantime. All right, more books. Great. Reinforced. Hey, that's more paper. Oh, right, paper mill's another good one. Paper mill is under workshop. Oh, good. It all comes back to trees. All right, I've been putting this off for too long, apparently. I don't need the herbs yet. No, you're fine, Urface. Totally get it. All my trees are 12 million. How big would this be? I have no idea if this is the same size tree or not. Get another treasure here. What is this? Improves development speed for a short while. Sure, I just use that. I don't care. Quadrillion for that. What if I did max level? Quintillion. That seems too much. Okay, grow all the trees. Yeah, the latest patch did make this whole process less miserable, which in general I'm kind of here for, because you're right. Boy, was this ever stinky. But yeah, I need to get trees up to ironwood production again. Right, and if I'm doing that, I need to go back to alchemy, and I need to change this over to you. Good. Getting one more alchemy capacity might be kind of huge as well, but let's look that up in a second here. All right, I want all of these to be ironwood trees. I can't afford that level, so 21 it is. And let's move over to the big zappity. Have the changes felt any better? It's tough to say at this point. I think yes. Like the trees come back a little bit faster, but it's still such a massive, like, pinch point, I guess. Is that even a word? Ooh, natural resources gained. This seems relatively cheap as well. This costs quadrillions and I'm in quintillions, so I think I'm happy to click on this a whole bunch. Oh, now it's expensive. Oh, man. My nice round numbers. Have I grown my trees? I have. Great. The next thing I want to do is I want to turn these into these trees, and they're so expensive. Billions? Good enough. What point do I find standard notation too annoying? I like it. It makes the numbers feel bigger. Which I realize isn't how numbers work, but they make me happy. And isn't that why we're here? Specifically to make me happy? Happy with all of these numbers here. Clear cutting, assembly. That's crafting speed. Crafting speed is probably worth something. What's up, Koo? Because again, like, I'm going to be honest, the numbers are overall completely meaningless, right? Like, these are not functional numbers. And as such, I'm not really going to stress too much about the fact that they're like incomprehensible or whatever, you know? Good. Tinkering. I need level 24 expert artificer. That's so funny. This one didn't get finished. I didn't notice that. So let's get this down to 85, please and thank you. The real numbers were the friends that we made along the way. Wow. All right, I feel like I got some pretty good levels on most of the big ones right now. I guess leveling up Paper Mill again would be powerful. So hold on. Essence, resource. Oh, that's cap. Magic resources. These are magic resources. So more books would actually be pretty good here. Yeah. Wait, oh no, this is for, that's gonna give me more thaumic parchment, but that's fine. I need thaumic parchment to make alchemic. Anyways, essence and parchment. So realistically, the paper mill is gonna be where I get my value. Alrighty. Let's try another batch. So previously I got 4 trillion out of this. So let's go to things that make me craft better. The first one I want is things that make my magic higher. So we use this loadout because this gets me magic boosties over here. This is essence resources gained. That would help me for, yes, for both of those. All right. So yeah, the big limiter there was the amount of 4 spark that I had. The issue here is I have to like 100x this, right? Yeah, I went from 4 trillion to 11 trillion. I need a quadrillion. So that's devastating. Time to new game plus for this is longer than most incrementals. Yeah, I'm actually curious what that number would be for most folks. Also, how are we doing here? I'm growing these trees. Great. That means it's time to start chopping trees. Is this my first playthrough? I played through the early access a number of times. So it's my first playthrough all the way to New Game Plus, like since the 1.0 release happened. But it's not my first time playing the game, no. Now we're gonna chop these trees. What does that cost us? It just costs us skill. All right, while we're waiting for stuff, research. Is there an option in alchemy? Is there an option in alchemy to get another alchemy slot? Parallel alchemy, great. I need 3 points in cognitive advancement. All right, let's do that. I need more cognitive advancement. Uh-oh, 1 second, please. The problem with the search function is I don't know what I'm looking for. Sorry, I need to blow my nose. I'll be right back. Oh, sorry about that. All right, I need 3 points. Where was I looking? 3 points in cognitive. Is that the one? No, it was medical advancement or whatever. All right, cognitive advancement. Great. We want to put 5 points, or 1 point into scholar, regardless of what we click on. So that's fine. Now that I have so much psi knowledge, this should actually be a lot easier. I can just level up everything and not even care about it. This should be a pretty free upgrade as well. Get more intellect. That's going to get me more resources as well. The nice thing about like power leveling this whole section is it also just makes us stronger. The other, I mean, I guess the other issue in here is there's so many things that you level up that do kind of nothing. Geez, can I even get 45 more levels in here? This is a little bit spooky. I guess this is really cheap, like steady harvesting and stuff. Like this costs nothing. Great. All right, what does leveling up wizardry do? Oh, cool. I can get +1 to all my wizard effects. Yeah, I click on that, dog. That's so big. This gets me a magical advancement and a glyph. I don't really care. Druidry is magical and ability. Dimensional is technology. Okay, so that doesn't work. How about workshop? Artificer? Nope. Workshop? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is it literally just... Maybe alchemy will hook me up? Okay, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. All right. Can't spend that much more water. I mean, I guess I can. I just have to cast water afterwards. Oops. Shoot. Did it again, chat. I wonder if this last point of parallel... whatever is even good. Like, do I want the other point of alchemy? I guess so. I guess it helps me balance these whatevers I'm making. All right, that is 2 points in knowledge. I need a 3rd point in knowledge from somewhere. Do I try and grind more levels again in alchemy? Ooh, that's really hard. Or scholar. Are those the only places to get cognitive, chat? I guess so. Yeesh. Is this doable? 200 levels. Oh, that's devastating. 200 levels or 150 levels? Yikes. Let's try through this. I don't know if this is doable, chat. There's a way to get a couple in materials. Oh, interesting. I would need to get, looks like I need to get 1 more level here too. Oh, you're saying I could get another one through here. Like get another, oh. Bonus hex, interesting. Right, I want to be focused on getting my upgrades to these, which are essence. So essence helped me there a little bit. Parchment resource quality. I mean, I think I want 1 more level in alchemy either way. So let's give this a shot. See if I can somehow get 150 levels. I have some that are still pretty cheap. We'll see. We'll see, chat. I'm gonna have to make some water. As long as the things are only costing millions or trillions, we're fine, because we're producing quadrillions of whatever, right? By concepts, I meant using cost reduction concepts that require a relevant reroll. Oh, I guess I could also, you're right. I could be making druidry cheaper. Oops, that's the wrong way to do that. Study nature. Blup, 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 blup. And if that's not what you meant, then I have no idea what you meant. But you know, that's okay. All right, that costs trillions now. That's a little bit spooky. That costs quadrillions. That's a little bit spooky. This is my only hope. Wait, is that my only hope? I think I might be hosed, actually. I think I have no hope left. Ooh, though I do want to get more points in auto alchemy. Meanwhile, over in Captown, oh no. 90% of the way there, but study mind would have discounted the whole thing. I don't know what that means, but we'll try not to backseat too hard. What is, I don't even know what study mind is. What is study mind? Study mind. Study mind concept. So what does this do? Advances the understanding of the mind, reducing scholarism costs. Is that a spell? Where is this? Study mind would have gotten me there. Why would study mind have gotten me there? Advances the understanding of scholarism. But I'm doing nature. Pardon me, I'm in alchemy. I have the... Study mind seems wrong, actually. Explain yourself. Do you need to equip the concept for... So, no, I believe the way concepts work is once you've leveled it up to a certain point, you just... These... And this is actually something, correct me if I'm mistaken. I'm fairly certain that these are permanent upgrades. What you have leveled up is currently like making it higher. So the reason for that, Kits, is like, if I have restorative learning, it's always on at the bottom, right? Like it looks like you have permanent bonuses that are there, but then they're also getting leveled up, right? That isn't how concept works. And that's why I was being mouthy. I'm fairly positive that they are permanent bonuses. Because if it's not, then why does the reflective stuff work? Only the ones that say they're permanent are permanent. Per advancement, reduces the essence cost. Permanently grants a massive bonus. Advances the understanding. Reductive is a permanent cost. Sorry, what does that mean? It can confirm. Yeah, like these, I believe these discounts are always permanent. Because the opposite would be, so if we go to study nature, right, these are all, oh God, is nature not alchemy? That's the first question. Druidry. Oh shoot, I'm in the wrong category. That's funny. Druidry is not alchemy. So I think the first issue is I don't actually have a concept for this. So if we went to Druidry, and this was not permanent, right? So let's look at this top one, 767 and 71, right? If I go to something else, that would change, right? If the cost reduction didn't change, then you know what I'm saying? Then it would fluctuate. Or if it wasn't permanent, it would fluctuate if it's not activated. Otherwise, what's the point of leveling these up, you know? Druidry cost. Yeah, I think you're wrong, Lilac. I think you're wrong specifically because if this was equipped, this would change. World Druidry. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Maybe they are right. 720, 716, 712, 709. Hold on. 705. And if I click this off, no, it's still there. I know it's at 1.3 quadrillion. Try 1. Yeah, the costs are going on because it's leveling up. No, those discounts are permanent. Concepts always provide a benefit whether or not you actively have them equipped, for example. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so we're all on the same page about this. These are permanent bonuses. You played the game wrong. These would be so bad if you had to have them active all the time. Like, you realize that would be big stinky, right? Terrible stinky. Just the stinkiest. But at the very least, like, you challenging that idea did give us a reason to learn it together, and that's cool, right? Like, that's huge. Any whomst. I actually don't have a concept for reducing alchemy, which is kind of wild. So let's go to, maybe I can discover one. 3 quadrillion. Let's grind this. Let's grind this number, chat. Because if I can discover the concept to make alchemy cheaper, we can get another alchemy lane going. And we get that. Oh, we literally get that through what I'm doing. Lamau. Because it gets me a quadrillion per second, right? You just kept switching category and buying everything in it? I guess that meant I kept leveling it though. Yeah, I mean, hilariously, you got the same outcome you wanted, even if the, yeah, even if it wasn't deliberate what you're doing, but that's fine. Whenever incrementals get this complex, I end up purely going on vibes. I mean, that's, honestly, there's so much complexity to this that I don't necessarily feel like I have that much agency to really make informed decisions. Instead, what I do is I aim for little micro goals, right? Actually, speaking of, while we're doing this, let's only focus on these two resources. Because I agree with you to a certain effect. I have 5 billion or 5 trillion amber, whatever. I've got more magic going. Yeah, there's so much complexity that I often feel like I'm just looking for little goals. And one thing I want to try and avoid is I don't want to click on a button and not know what that button did. Right? Let's make my spells bigger. Oh no, I just spent a quadrillion. Oh, Surge, you were so close. You melon, you fool. Ah! All right, while I'm waiting, if I'm capping on stuff, I'll just spend, right? Whatever. Tragic. Is he dumber than a sea cucumber? Perhaps. It's tragic. Right, I guess I want to chop these trees as well. What is this going to cost me? This is going to cost me skill? Sure. Woo! I felt so strongly about concepts because one of the moments I broke through a roadblock was once I started rotating concepts because apparently leveling them all made a huge difference. Oh, leveling them does make a massive difference. Yeah, no disagreement there. All right, time to contemplate, and I really hope we get an alchemy concept. Analyze mental. Reduces mental attribute costs, huge. Reduces aura costs, ugh. Study occultic. Reduces lunar costs. Oh, lunar is a little bit of alchemy. It's not that exciting. Aura? No. I think I want a cultic because it is going to give us more essence. And I think that's good, but dang, that's, oh my God. Sextillion now, I believe, is that what that word, that symbol means? Let's go to Scholar. Let's go to Loadout. Let's go to, what is it costing me? It's costing me ooze. And what am I not good enough at? I need level 25 Scholar if I wanted to max that out. That's wild. Anything else need more Scholar to be good? No, that's just the only one. All right, I'm already at level 100. Isn't that incredible? All right, now we're in alchemy, and now some of these are getting a little bit cheaper, right? So I need 50 more levels, chat. 50 more levels. And this is for control. What I thought I was doing was swapping to whatever category I was leveling at the moment. What I was actually doing was accidentally remembering to level all of my concepts, although my method means I completely ignored a couple of those I thought were too narrow. Yeah. Incredible. This is spending quintillions of water. Okay, that is so expensive. 30 more levels. This is doable, chat. This is potentially doable. Huge. Now I can go back to Scholar, I can go to Research, and I can grab a third parallel alchemy. And so my thought process here, by tunneling in on this particular concept, and that's nice. I got a couple of orb advancements too. In non-orb news, wait, we talk about orbs? Non-orbs. I finished a Nightmare Hunter run in Brotato, getting up to 31 out of 128. Let's go, Frame Shifty. Quintillions of water. What am I, a data center? No, I'm downright ethical in comparison, actually. Don't you dare muddy the good name of Orb. With those filthy, filthy comparisons. Okay, so now that I have more alchemy, let's change our loadouts here. So this is my generic one. I think I can make water. If I add water into here, what happens? Okay, so this has now reached a point of equilibrium, and now this is going to replace this top one, which is great. So now, why am I excited about this? Why did I make this? The goal is to try and make the resources that we need to get up to alchemy production. Okay, great. Great. Let's make a new one here. Okay, so I want natural resources gained. Are you a natural resource? No. Are you a natural resource? You're energetic. Let's see if there's a really dope spell that I can do in the meantime. I don't need to channel spark. Also, I guess as I master these, they get better, question mark? Mastery level. Lowers the drain cost. Okay, that's good. That's good. So the resources that I want to be producing are, I need to make alchemy scrolls. And alchemy scrolls cost me energetic and building. Maybe this doesn't directly help me, which is kind of a bummer. Control per second, yeah. Transmute power, enchant transmutations. Like, what is this doing? It improves my transmutations. And everything I do is a transmutation? It is. So if I throw one of these in. Well, then hold on. What if I take one of the resources that I was already making, like this bad boy, and I just throw an improved transmutation in there? What happens? Does it make my output bigger? This is neither making my number go up. What is this? What is this changing? Oh, it just gives me control. No. It costs me control. Can somebody explain to me what enchant transmutation does? It's giving me 508% more transmute power. Oh, in theory, okay, hold on. Okay, it's giving me a 50% boost. Okay. So it's good if I want to be transmuting into amber. So it only works for the transmute categories. So it's great if I want amber. What if I don't care? Tragic. Sure, sweetie. My poor electric. I guess this is better. So this one is making me occult, which is not transmute, it's refinement. We're not at the end of the numbers, no Zergen, but what's up, friend? Good to see you. Maybe. Oh, I can now grab more parchment. So this is going to give us more alchemy stuff. So this should be kind of massive for us, because I need to scale alchemy so much. All right. The next thing that I want to do, I want to upgrade anything that makes me, what are these? Anything that says essence and parchment. Let's go back to agromancy here. Let's harvest our treasure tree. The purple scroll there. Let's go to magic. One of these in here was also, this is a hex resource gained? No. And I guess this is important at some point. Some people in chat have been playing a game where they only put it on random stuff, and I kind of respect that a lot, actually. I'm going to be honest with you, chat. One thing I have not done at all, I have not put a single level into any of my glyphs. Can somebody explain this to me like I'm 5? What does this do? You can apply more glyphs. Lets you double the cost and the effect. All right. So I use this a lot. Toggle for up to 12.9 seconds. That didn't seem to make that any longer. So let's go to spellbook. Let's go to loadout. I guess you need more spell capacity if you want to do that though, eh? Fascinating. All right, spell capacity. A new dimension to explore. Oh my god. Hold on. I'm sorry. Spell slot? Like here? Is this what I think it is? A 6th spell slot? Yo, what up, Boomtech? Oh my god. Wow. That's also where I got my 5th slot? Dang. Big if true. Okay. Okay. Let's do another round of alchemy crafting and see where we've wound up. So let's go to my spell book. All right, Chat, help me out. Little bit of backseaty here. If I wanted to maximize my crafting, what is the spell loadout you would use? So when I'm crafting workshop stuff, I'm typically using Mana Forge and Craft Lightning. This gets energetic stuff. So that was good when I was trying to get Force Spark. I guess I don't need this one anymore. We definitely like Mana Forge, right? This is for building resources. It's good for chopping trees. Look at my stuff? I can't look at my stuff, dog. I have no idea what my stuff is. I need somebody just to tell me. This is essence and parchment. You can't see the stuff behind. Yeah, that's fair. What am I trying to workshop? I want to get more alchemic scrolls. I want to get alchemic scrolls, which are essence and parchment. That horn spell? I guess I just hover and it'll show me what I'm looking for. So that's good if I want to construct things. Aha! No, the orb. Purify orb. Essence gained. Yes. Okay, let's get rid of this. Let's add this. Double orb. So I have orb and I have hammer. Hammer doesn't help, but orb helps. Oh, transfigure. Oh, while transfigure is active, it gives us more essence gained. Fascinating. There you go. There you go. And then I guess if there's just anything else I want to be doing in the meantime too. So the horn is indeed good for building. I'm sorry, which one is the horn? The rally? It doesn't seem like it does anything for building. It gives us manufacturing power stats. Well, what does that mean? Oh. Oh. Crafting power. Refinement and generator. I imagine power is good. Crafting is a kind of manufacturing. So maybe instead of that, I should do this kind of doot doot. All right, let's give it a shot. So we want to make the maximum amount of these that we can. I'm making trillions per second. Is this going to get me to the 4 quadrillion that we need? No. And frankly, not even close. I'm off by a magnitude of hundreds, chat. Hundreds. This is devastating. Level 22 for the trees. I need to make all the trees again. Level 20 for the trees. Devastating. Nope. Man, not harvesting the treasure tree. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Everyone settle down. Well, that's devastating. All right, paper is already maxed out. No, not the paper mill. Get some more of the paper mill going. You never got a second slot in agromancy? Oh, it's pretty good. Big fan. This is free, so I'm just clicking on it a whole bunch. You just rotated fruit and treasure tree towards the end? Yeah. I'm not there yet, and that also feels really boring, unfortunately. Just like the act of rotating the trees does not spark joy, you know what I mean? I find my skill rates and such so low, I need a second slot while building, stripping, cutting stuff. Yep. Yep, that's valid. Oh, my springs, is that doing anything for me? Kind of, not really. Let's just get it to 100 just for nice round numbers. All right, in the meantime, I want more skill here. Oh no. I really need to toggle the ability to cancel a... Which is the one that lets you cancel a... Cancelable spells, yes. Now I can get out of here. I feel like sometimes I'm trapped. Trapped with the spell forever, you know? I love scratch tickets in video games. Did you play Scritchy Scratchy, Lilac? Banger game. There we go. Finally. Finally. Now, I was doing agromancy. I grew the trees. Let's just harvest all of these really quickly. This is costing me ridiculous amounts of control. Delightful. What do I want to do here for the last one? Let's go to my loadout. I mean, let's just max it out, whatever. You might have to check it out. Yeah, it's literally an incremental game about scratch tickets. Oh, that is way too expensive. Lamau. All right, well, we did it, so that's good. Next, I want to electrify these trees. And DM, I do that. So let's go to my spell that had electric on it. And then, after that's done, hold on, alchemy. Did I save this? Great. All right, in the meantime, while I'm waiting for all this stuff, whenever I make massive amounts of electric, I always wonder, can I get, like, more capacity out of it or something, you know what I mean? The answer appears to be yes. Right, I haven't leveled up Spellcraft in a very long time. You know what? Oh, I need that somewhere, don't I? So we're going into the workshop. We're going to all of our books here. We're just putting these in places where they don't have them yet. Sure, magic book. Magic book seems dope. All right, all of my trees have been electrified. Now, I need to barkify these trees. And then I think we were, what, level 18? That's billions each. What about 19? Sure. Now we just ignore these trees for a little bit. The main thing I want from an incremental game is speed. I started a new game plus in this game and immediately retired it when I realized how many more hours I was committing to. Is Scratcher a long game? No. No, Scritchy Scratchy has a really good tempo to it. Hey chat, I would love a hand or direction or something. Am I working towards my first dimensional core? Like, I guess so. I just really don't know what I'm building towards right now. You know? Dimensional core? Okay. So I really want to be pushing my alchemy then. What is this costing me? This is costing me trillions of water. That's fine. 25 minutes. Yeah, that's good. Whatever. Actually, I guess I could be making more water, couldn't I? Wow, really? Every level of water I put up there. Oh, that's costing me quadrillions of space? Fascinating. Empty in an hour. Layered tempered is another option. So the issue here, iPod Dodd, is I've been trying to scale up my alchemic scrolls and it feels like it's taking forever. Like I spent every resource I have and I get like 10 trillion. So I would need to, I think I'm 100x away. Like I'm so far away from being able to make those. So I really need something sort of incrementally in the center of it all, you know what I mean? What's my bottleneck? Everything involving this. The rates, the ratios, the resources. It feels like a game of bottlenecks, but the bottlenecks are obscured in the fog. It's sometimes really challenging to know what you're missing and where you're missing it, right? All right, I have the ability now through crafting to make a dimensional core for the very first time. There you go, our very first dimensional core. It only cost me 5 of trillions of the goo. Everything else is going down pretty quickly. All right, Artificer. What do I do with these cores? In the artificer section, the answer appears to be nothing. In the workshop, what do I do with these cores? Crafting. I made the cores. Hello? Aha! Core shaping. Utilize dimensional cores. Now we're cooking, chat. Gather space. Needs sextillions. Aha! Aura core. Innate power. Oh, I want more points in expert expansion. I can do that. Wait, no, I can't. All right, I can only do one of those, so I'll wait. All right, so what is this gonna get me? Innate power. Innate is knowledge capacity, 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 capacity. Okay, it's still so cheap. Love that. This is gonna give me aura speed. Psi per second, water per second, skill per second, thaumaturgy per second, and knowledge per second. Wow. Also, I can click on this, which is gonna give me +1 to all of my druidry. You just leveled all your concepts from 100 to 300? Oh, 1300, wow. Oh, speaking of which, I should go to space. If we're doing concepts, thank you. Study world, dimensional costs. There you go, level 25. Oh, that might be too much. Hold on. There. Now it's at least positive. Wait. Oh, the thing that's costing me whatever is not dimensional costs. It's... Yes, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. All right, anyways, I'm over here. This is so cheap. I guess it didn't expect me to make hundreds of cores at once. Like, it feels, honestly, when I'm looking at these cost chat, it's almost like it wanted me to get these dimensional cores earlier. And I'd somehow ratcheted up the minimum cost to make my first one. Because, like, this is absurd that I'm getting this much out of it right now, right? I don't know about you, but that felt like... Oh, I'm out of water. Let's go over here for a second here. I was starting to hit a bottleneck research point, and I was slowed by leveling up. I just maxed my concepts. I'm about to go on a shopping spree. You're so excited. Heck yeah. You think the use case is just kind of cheap? That's fair. Imbue Dimension costs 520,000. Okay, that's expensive. 95 million. Okay, that's kind of steep. Kind of steep. Kind of steep. Anything new in Scholar over here? No. Let's also chop these trees. That's going to cost me quintillions of skill. Oh, God. Well, let's maybe go to 22 here, y'all. All right. What am I rich with right now? Getting pretty rich with water. Negative trees in 20 minutes. That's a little bit rough. I was trying to alchemy max, and maybe I should just chill it a little bit. There you go. Like if I go down to here, if I go down to level 18 alchemy, it's positive. Speaking of which, if I go to the workshop, I should be able to craft another dimensional core. Now, what do I know about dimensional cores? They're tempered and they're spatial. What does tempered mean? Interesting. All right, well, I've made a couple of quintillion water. So I think we're okay there. Spatial maxing. Splash spatial resources. Wait, hold on. Could I get dimensional cores out of dense expansion? I did. Oh my god. That's so unfair. That's absurd. You just get those for free? I'm just going to cast this spell over and over, chat. Is this the one that gave me skills? No, it's capacity. Yeah. Hold on. First splash revelation. Well, I know what splash did. I just didn't realize that this was spatial, so that's kind of unreal. Right? The problem here is the cooldown. Gain spatial affinity. Gets you also spatial resources better at a time too. Okay, so that is a good cast. Maybe I could just put more of those spells in my hotbar. Yes. Yeah, why don't I just cast that over and over and over? Lamau? Okay, I have 3,000. Oh no. I'm gonna spend a little bit of this. Everything is capping. Help. These numbers are getting so silly right now. Gets me more spatial resources gained. Yeah. Deal. Base spatial resource rate under spirality. Oops. This is powerfully silly, y'all. Wait, wrong one. I want to be here. I do have the cooldown reduction glyph. If you have the capacity, you might be able to splash more often. I guess maybe the thought is, so with the cooldown reduction glyph, where is it? Where did you go? It's a crown. So the problem with that is I could have 2 of these with that. I guess I could change this whole layout. Hold on, sorry, this is capping again. The quill. Quick. But it makes it cost more. Oh, I guess I have the mana for it. Yeah? I was thinking maybe the important, which is kind of cool. It makes it more powerful. Wait, no. Which is the one that when you cast another spell, it makes the other ones cheaper? The quill is interesting. I could get rid of whirling whatever. Are these cantrips? They are cantrips. Yeah, but this cooldown seems not super worth it. I do like the way you're thinking. I do like the way you're thinking. Kind of want to wait 40 seconds though. Wait 40 seconds so I can get another one. I mean, I guess I could cast these in the meantime, right? Because like, why not? You never charged a spell during the first run? Yeah, I don't like the idea of charging a spell. That's probably a mistake. That's probably something that I should just do. But here we are. Hi, Atarka. How you doing, buddy? Are you doing well this lovely orb day? Oh, I got a crit on that too? Oh, that's so powerful. I got an echo cast there? Sure, why not? Did I get a level up on this category yet? I have no idea. Maybe charging is good, maybe bad, but you can beat the game without remembering that mechanic exists. Yeah, I never unlocked it. All right, once I get to 24,000 of these cores, we get our first big unlock here. I suppose I could craft some more of these cores in the meantime as well, right? No, I lied. I don't have 7 trillion of the goo. Is there anything else I could do over here in the meantime? That doesn't involve spending goo? Magical botany, no. Been watching the Metric Years on YouTube and they're delightful. Thank you so much, Soda. Is this an incremental game about pondering orb? It is. You absolutely nailed it, friend. This game, I'm gonna warn you right now. This game will take over your life. Anybody who says, ooh, this sounds like the sort of game I'd really gonna enjoy, run. just run while you can, you poor thing. Marvel Rivals took over your life. This is like Jeff the Shark cubed, all right? I need you to know. I need you to know that we love you. All right, what am I at? I'm at 20,000 of these cubes now. I'm very upset about the lack. Wait, I guess I can just go over here. I can just cast it over here. Oh, I crit again. So yeah, while we're just playing with big numbers, I'm just kind of clicking around in other categories and having fun. All right, yeah, have more of that, homie. So we're very close to core shaping. Utilize dimensional cores and even further dimensional shaping. Have I tried anything with artifacts? Yeah, I've got kind of different loadouts and stuff, but I haven't worried about it too much. I guess I have another upgrade here. Kind of prefer the stabs. I've done a little bit of stuff, but not a ton. There's so many little subcategories in this game. It's very challenging. Oh, that's expensive. Really? I need more thaumaturgy space. Baffling. Oh my god, the 1 year! The Shakara with the 100 months. What's up, friend? Thank you very, very, very much. Oh, what an incredible milestone. Chat, we gotta get some hearts. We gotta get some hearts going. That's so big. That's like number 8 in the community. That's wild. Thank you so much, friend. All right, let's shape some more cores, shall we? Core shaping the second. Spatial cores gives us more spatial quality. Reserve power. Amber capacity, 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 capacity. That's fine. Spatial resource quality. The amount of resources spent when using that resource. So 200% quality reduced the cost by 50%. Okay. Very interesting. I got 1.36 thousand cores when I clicked on that button. What's up, Kazoo? Orb time. It's true. Oh, got a big crit there as well. Huge. So everything is capping. Why is everything capping? Everything is capping because my numbers went down too much. Let's make all these numbers bigger. You getting back into this game? Got me back into this game, and now I must orb. I'm so sorry. I'd like to apologize for all of the things I've done to you. Okay, so how am I getting more Force Spark? Let's see if I can't multiply Force Spark now. Force Spark was down in, was it lower alchemy? Force Totem, which is in the workshop. The Force Totem is down here. All right, I need to go back to alchemy, and I need to be making. I need to be making amber again. The big one is, of course, I want to make sure that I'm making occult essence. But getting the amber is good. Well, that's draining that pretty quickly. I guess I do need more control per second, eh? I thought I didn't. That's capacity. Control is the alchemy tomes. I was just looking at those and I was like, nah, man, I don't need that. But apparently I do. You have no orb. Wait, you have no mouth and yet you must orb. Tragic. Apparently I gotta just keep making these numbers go into the positive so I can actually do something here. That's huge. There we go. Huge. So, Force Totem. I want to go back to cost reduction world. Trying to get the cost of amber a little bit lower here so I can get more production in bark in the meantime. It's pretty cheap while I wait. This is very cheap while I wait. You're just here to make orb puns? You know what? I'll allow it. I'm glad you found your niche. I'm making quintillions of paper. That's kind of dope. All right. Is that enough to make a difference? Is that enough to make an impact? Is that enough to do anything? I guess in the meantime, I could just keep clicking on these, right? They're so cheap. Oh! All right, Americans, what are you doing to celebrate America Day today? You getting up to anything exciting? Blowing stuff up, Kekona brother. Enjoy. Yeah, hopefully hot dogs. Joe's excited for the concept of hot dogs for the Americans. Grillin' meat with friends. Delightful. Watching, that's so funny. Watching the streamer called Serge Jaeger. I love that that was auto-modded. No. No, Serge Jaeger. Oh, I'm so much happier now that I'm making dimensional cores. Wow. I don't know about you. I don't know if your joy is also linked to the amount of dimensional cores that you have. Barbecue with friends. Emotional support duty for my cats. Wow. Heck yeah, meow meows. Okay, I can get a bunch of points in wizardry right now if I just level up my strategic reserves. Wait, this is awesome. This is making my mana regen go up. I have Cinnamon Toast Crunch taco shells, which I'm going to put vanilla ice cream, blueberries, and strawberries in and call them American tacos. That I like. I love that, actually. That's so funny. That was a big level up there. All right, where was I? I want one more point here. It's a little bit tough. Capping a little bit. What was the thing that I didn't have enough in? I was short like 2 levels of expansion. I am. Do I have those 2 levels now that I could level that up? Oh, right. I guess I could put another 5 points into Study World. Research, I can get 2 more points in spatial here. Expert expansion. So every point in expansion, oh, gets me 1 more plot capacity as well. I guess the other thing I could do if I really wanted to make more scrolls is I could just start shaving trees again. I kind of thought my days of shaving trees were beyond me, but maybe not. Oh, that fell so quickly. Going to a friend's birthday party and then to bed early. Love it. I'm going to be playing Satisfactory till my brain falls out of my ears. Not much else. You know what? Respect. Oh, these are getting cheaper. Nice. Wait, these got so cheap. Is this storage still? I believe innate power was storage. Yeah, okay. Honestly, getting this additional storage has been kind of huge. Agromancy, we're waiting for the trees to get chopped. That's all good. And then it's going to be time to grow a bunch of trees. But yeah, I wonder if I just shave a tree. I don't want to chop it. I want to shave it. I want to peel that bark. That was so fast. What? All right. If I want to grow these, it's going to cost me a bunch of control, which I'm effectively out of. Is that this button? Yes, it's verdant. In the meantime, I can go back here and I can spend more of these arcane reserves. I can store up to 1.3 sextillion of it now. Great. This also seems like the sort of thing I can click on. I'm sitting on quadrillions of a resource and it only costs me trillions. So like, why not? Right? How about you? Hex resources gained. This is also incredibly cheap. I love going back into the game and just finding something that's dirt cheap and being like, oh, right, yeah, I'll have 80 levels in this, please. You know? All right, good stuff. Welcome back to the world of trees. Yeah, I guess if I really needed more force bark, I just kind of assumed that now that I was making it manually, I never had to grow it again. And I feel like I've made a giant disservice to myself with that thought there. So that's unfortunate. These cost trillions. I can level this up for free for like 10,000 years. Wow. Nice. The nice even level there. Okay, I have lots of trees that are barking. No, I hit the wrong button. I keep forgetting that Channel Storm, if you cast anything else, it cancels it. And so I was like, oh, I want to have Whirling Sorcery active. And then what happened is I was like, oh, I hit that right after I hit the channel. Yeah, anyways, it's all good. It's all good. I've discovered just how good quality is. Yeah. Yeah. Am I going to get there? Do I have enough of these trees? I do. I'm going to shave a couple more of these, you know, just to feel something. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Let's go to workshop. Let's go to crafting. This was my crafting menu. This is my crafting menu. Nope. This is my crafting menu. Right. I want to... What artifacts do I have equipped with this? Workshop artifacts loadout. Energetic output. Parchment. No. Okay, so I have the builder's cloak. Scholar's Wand gets more mental resources, which is good for none of these. Great. The Voltaic Staff gets more energetic resources. Be good for exactly Force Spark, but I don't care about Force Spark here. Tempered spatial. No. Okay, it doesn't really matter. I have as good as I can. All right, so we want to make as many alchemic scrolls as possible. I'm just going to build this first because it doesn't really matter. And then, yeah, the bottleneck here is how many alchemic scrolls we have. So, see how we do. Oh my god. Finally! We finally got a multiplier. Or maybe it's just we finally had enough force spark that it did something. Oh, that's huge! Your meow meows don't allow why a living god allows explosions to happen. Oh, your poor meow meows with the fireworks. Yeah. Yeah, I hope all of your pets do all right this 4th of July. Poor pets. Oh, chat, the end is in sight, actually. If I continue to shave trees, then we're in business. We're laughing. We're laughing all the way to the bank. Oh, this is incredible news. All right, workshop speed. Paper mill. Why can't I click on any of these? Oh, I'm so toxic. Wow. Your cat is shown to be remarkably unbothered by fireworks and/or thunder. That's fair. My neighbors have been setting off big explosions all week. Your dogs are so stressed. No, poor babies. I'm so sorry to hear that. All right, well, this is going to take a while to get down, unfortunately. 10 minutes of toxic? Ah, Surge, buddy. Why? Let's go to spellbook, spells, level all. Oh. Yeah, I could learn a new spell, but let's one thing at a time. One thing at a time, my friends. Let's shave more trees. Workshop crafting. You did it. What have you done, James the Dabbler? Have you defeated the orb? You defeated the orb? Congrats, buddy. No spoilers. Oh, no. That was on random? Oh, I'm so sad. Dang it. Okay, we're at 2 quadrillion. Yes! I get to learn tempered now. Learn the alchemic glyph for handling highly developed materials. Oh, that's massive. Extract dark thistle. Refine tempered. Tempered essence per second. Transmute building. What? Gives more building splash? A special transmutational process creates a little bit of all of your building resources? I'm sorry. What? That seems unreal, actually. So I believe I have this saved already, right? This is amber, green, and pink. So what does this do? I need more green. Need more green capacity. What's up, EK? So this is just making all of my woods at the cost of control. So if I made some control, and then I made some transmute alchemy, then I'm just sitting here and I'm getting all of these resources for free every turn. That's kind of cool. I'm going to save that as a place. Because, like, hell yeah, brother. Right? Hold on. Can I also get some, like, wood in there, too? How would I do that? If I wanted to do that, I need a little bit more green. So I'd want to eat more trees. I don't need to make wood. I'm already wood positive. We've demonstrated a loop. That's so cool. That's so cool. Okay. So now let's make a new one here. I want to be extracting dark thistle. And I want to be producing tempered. Tempered is costing me control per second. So let's, do I even need this? No. Well, if I want to make more than one of these, double tempered. Now we're draining control. And now we're even on everything. So that's kind of cool. Ellie! I am still orbing. Look, it's fine. I could stop any time that I want. All right. So what else do I want in the meantime here? I always want to be making pink. And if I want more pink, I need more of that. Just like that. Feeling pretty good about these numbers. So let's go ahead and save this here. Great. I did stop. I did a new Minecraft playthrough and I did play Minecraft for a week. I didn't just like no life orb this whole time. This gives me +1 to all of alchemy. Wow. Okay. And then I could refine alchemy once I get to 8.6 thousand of these. That's cool. Fascinating. All right, everything is in the positive. So I guess at this point, we do the thing where we go back through and check all of our levels. I have a lunch date in 40 minutes. So this is probably like the last big new thing I'm going to do today. But I am thrilled about where we are right now. I'm going to shave another tree. I'm so happy I'm going to shave another tree, chat. You saw me playing Minecraft, but I know secretly in your heart you were orbing. So my channel apparently is just all about geometric shapes. You know what? Let's gamba. Enhanced refinement. Great. And what do you get? Oh, enhanced refinement got another one too. That's so cool. And what do you get? Enhanced assembly. We're just giving the scrolls out to whoever wants it. Yeah, oh my god, all my numbers are positive. I'm so happy. All Surge needs to do is a retrospective playthrough of Destiny 2. We'll have Orb, Cube, and Pyramid. Yeah, we needed another shape. I don't know how we're gonna get another shape in our life, but like, I'm glad that it exists, right? All right, let's start clicking on just buttons that spark joy that are cheap. And just get as many levels as we can. What a great day of orbing, everybody. I feel like we've accomplished a lot today, and that's exciting. I do probably want to craft some more of these sigils in a second, though. This is relatively cheap. Oh, no, it wasn't. Never mind. Dang it. Is this one cheap? No. This costs trillions and I have quadrillions? Sure. That sparks joy. We'll stop there. Don't want to click on that one. These arcane reserves, I have sextillions available. All right, good stuff. How am I looking as a scholar? We're looking okay. Let's spend on some more intellect. About capping there. Once again, my knowledge is so low. Trying to get our mana up. That's kind of fun. I don't think I'm spending too much more here in Scholar. Let's go to Druidry. Quintillions. It's about the same. Quadrillions. I can spend a level here pretty easily. These are quadrillions. So I can make my plots larger. Could probably get some more wood going here. Very nice. Pardon me. Empowered Roots is very cheap, so I can just get a bunch of levels here. The goal of just leveling up random stuff, A, it makes number go up, but B, it also gives us points in a category, which is how you get meta progress. Not even meta progress, how you get like bigger upgrades, I suppose, is a more important way to describe it. So sometimes it's not even necessarily about what you're leveling up, but it's the category you're leveling up. Need 3 more points of Druidry if I wanted to max that out effectively. Could I do that? Concepts, research. No, we're a little bit light on orb advancements right now, but that's okay. Oh no. Oh, interesting. I'm short on control. My plants. They're out of control. Uh-huh. Where am I getting control from? That's base capacity. Right, that's from bookshelves. We keep... I remember now. Can I make more of this? Quadrillions and trillions? Yes. But only 5. Interesting. My spellbook loadout requires additional... control magic. Oh, I can't really. Tragic. Wait. There we go. Minus 15 quadrillion is so many quadrillions, chat. What am I supposed to do in the face of such overwhelming numbers? Can I level this up again? I think so. I think I can get 5 more points into 4 Spark. Ah, I was off by 1. Tragic. And I'm not making any amber right now? Well, that's bad. Oh, the Book of Hexes upgrades all of my magical books. Interesting. Oh, I guess I could go to alchemy. If I do that, I'm in the negatives. All right, let's just keep it positive. Where was I? Right. I guess I could change this over. Let's change this over to amber for one real quick second. And let's go over to the cost reduction building. Again, something is wrong with my brain. I don't know how many of you can empathize with this, but sometimes you just gotta get nice round, even numbers. It's a curse. It's a curse. Valid though. All right, thank you. Thank you for humoring me. Oh no. Where'd it go? All right, do I have the trillions of force totem I need yet? I need more. This new Minecraft update is looking wild. Yeah, well, that'll be on Monday. We'll get back to more of that on Monday. All right, this will be up again in a second by the time we're ready to do it again. This is 1 billion and I have a quadrillion of it. Interesting. I think I could probably level these up. This costs millions and I have quadrillions. Okay, hold on. Hold on. The printing station giving me more free paper? Yeah. Got there. All right. Okay. Man, we have made these numbers go so up. Perfect. Couldn't ask for anything more. Oh no. Once again, my numbers are off by some rounding error. There we go. Okay, let's go back to alchemy. Let's go back to making the new resource, the gear. You know what? Could I make it higher? If I make it higher, is it too dangerous? Why is my control still going down? Right, because I'm still chopping something. I understand. Oh, good stuff. All right. One more big crafting session here. I do need a bunch of sigils. Games like these, you always go for multiples of 3. Multiples of 3, fascinating. Why 3? I mean, I guess me saying why 5 is just as valid. I guess that's just a number you enjoy. Fascinating. Just makes your brain happy. You know what? That's so valid. Oh no. I've done it again. I've screwed up my numbers. How are my cores looking? They're looking pretty good. They're looking pretty good. And what are we working on scholar-wise right now? All right, Study World got pretty massive. What's my lowest one? Looks like it's Analyze Building. Great. I like that this is just a consolidation phase. So we're slowly waiting for, refined alchemy. Okay, I have unlocked something new. Learn how to harness refined essence into new development of stuff. Oh, yes. I love when we get new things. So I need improved generators level 2. Oh my god, it gives me occult essence and mage bloom per second? Wow. Now it's kind of funny because I'm like still negative hundreds of millions per second, but that's wild. And I'm also producing billions of it per second as well. Tempered resource quality. Does that give me more of this? Incredible. What's up, Milk? Very silly with the orb, and I played for several hours, making no progress, but I found out I had a new resource hidden with alchemy. And now that I'm using it, I'm going way too fast. Yeah, I had some big breakout moments today as well, Milk. I had some big breakout moments today with new resources. So the new resources we got today were, we got Tempered, which is pretty cool. I'd love to get some more tempered. We'll have to figure out how that all works. You thought you'd found a wall, but no, it's just too silly to understand. Sometimes it's really challenging because the game, there's so much going on, right? Like, apparently I could discover Elementia next. I just need 262 trillion of whatever this next resource is. Speaking of which, if I go up a little bit here, how bad is this? I'm -8 quadrillion. If I do this, +1 level, plus 30 per second, that's pretty good. Okay, I do need to call it here though, friends. I have a lunch date. I'm very excited to get out of the house and go and do that. I say that, and yet here I am clicking. Peculiar. Hey, thank you so much for hanging out, everybody. Have a nice lunch. Thank you. What a great day. What a great day of Orb, everybody. Once again, thanks for joining me. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for the subs and the bits. If you're new and you had a good time, give the channel a follow. The plan for the next little bit is weekdays are going to be Cube Game. We're going to be going through with Minecraft. Weekends are going to be Orb Game. So we're going to be hanging out and doing this until I get my first win. I'm really excited for both of these goals. I'm going to Amsterdam. I'm going to be in MagicCon Amsterdam, and then I'm going to be basically taking 2 weeks off for basically the middle until the end of the month. I think I leave on like the 16th or something like that. There's no pressure or expectation. You might get a little bit of a bonus, Joe. Say hi to Riley if you see him. Milk, I didn't tell you, I ran into Riley in Vegas. He was running like a commentary stand. He was doing a broadcast, as he does. And I saw him on the last day, and he was just like yellow, and he was so sick. It's like a wombo combo of just like brutal food poisoning and just so ill. And then he's like, yeah, dude, I've got 30 hours of flights from Vegas back to Australia, and all I want to do is die. Just like, oh my God, poor guy. It took him a week to recover. Oh, yeah. So that was the last time I saw Riley. I hope he's better. But yeah, I'll pass on your love if I see a Milk, for sure. Thanks, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. Honestly, the thing I appreciate the most is your time. You could be anywhere else, and yet you're hanging out with me, and that means a lot. That means a lot, you know? Ooh. Hey, I have a new friend I want to raid, everybody. I have a new friend I want to raid. We're raiding the Sixler. I got to play Commander. His name is Spencer. He's super chill. I got to play Commander with him the other day. He's super chill. He's playing some Elden Ring. This is going to be a bit of a different vibe, but I want you to make a new friend. I want you to be aware of this new channel on Twitch and aware of a new person named Spencer. He's so charming. He's so friendly. I hope the Twitch vibes are as good as the Commander vibes were. All right, friends. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.